Today we're going to start out with the definitions. Effect. Effect is a change or a result. Okay? Imagine that something's going on in your life. It doesn't matter who did it or why they did it or when they did it. You just know that because of their actions, you have a result. In other words, the first half of this equation between these two words is effect is a consequence. It is a final end product that you now have. On the other hand of the equation, we have affect, which is to make different. This is the beginning half of the equation. You have somebody who's doing something, when they are doing it, and how they are doing it. All those different things are changes that are currently undergoing, which means we have action. Action and transition usually signal a verb. Affect is used as a verb, whereas effect is used most of the time as a noun. So if we look at our scale here, right, we have two sides of the scale. The effect, the final result, is the consequence, versus action, right, the other side of the scale, is the thing that is currently changing. And sometimes it changes the effect, the result of that action. Okay? A helpful hint. If you ever don't know what to do, and I know a lot of people, myself included, who sometimes get these two mixed up, substitute the word impact in for the two. If you can use the word impact, which is also a verb, then you could have used the word affect. And if you couldn't have used the word impact, that means you probably used it incorrectly both ways because you probably wanted effect. But now you know that you could have said effect, which is the change or the result, not the thing that is changing. Let's look at a couple sentences. All right, starting with effect, we have the effects of the study are as follows. Say the effects of the study are drowsiness or nausea, right? No matter how you got to that state to find out what the effects are, you know concretely what the effects are. The effect of the study is the drowsiness and the nausea. It is the result that you have just found out. Similarly, the greenhouse effect naturally warms the earth. There were some scientists who went through a long process and they figured out that the gas buildup was warming the earth. The effect, the result of that warming, was the theory called the greenhouse effect. Okay? It is the result of the action. Moving on to some affect examples, the Great Depression, affected my life. There was a huge change. Anytime there is something that changes your life, right, alters the way things are done, you have an affect. Same with the weather. The weather affects my mood. Going from a sunny day to a rainy evening means your mood might change. And because of that changing process, you then have a new mood. And that weather affected it. Again, just finishing it up here real quick, I want you to know that there is a difference between the two. There is a consequence and there is an action balance. And if you don't know what to do, just substitute the word impact. This has been English in Education in 5 minutes or less. I hope you enjoyed every minute.